Did you hear that?
What?
Is there a bear? I thought I saw a bear in the woods.
No bears in the woods
I thought
yet.
we saw old Smoky.
No, old Smoky ain't here.
We're Mika and Reggie, camping newbies intrigued by the RV lifestyle. He's a concrete camper
who loves concrete pads, manicured lawns, and beautiful views.
And I'm the concrete glamper. I love campsite decor, and more is more. On the weekends, we've moved from the couch to camping, and as Southerners, we always tow our hospitality and charm as we chase the sun, sand, and sea
in our RV.
So we just finished up a little breakfast and going to take a look around the actual hotel part. What do you call this? It was the...
It's like the lobby, the entryway, and we just had breakfast at Finn's, so it was pretty good, you know. Buffet style, but everything was hot and tasty, so great job there.
But remember, for those of you who come here and who are RVing, pay attention to the packet that they give you when you check in. There is a 20% off coupon there, so if you don't have that, they won't honor it. So you can save yourself a few bucks if you do choose to eat breakfast here. We're taking some of our own advice today. We're stopping off at the Gatlinburg Welcome Center. Although we've come a couple times to the area, we've actually never come this time of year. And so we're just trying to get some advice on a good place to stop to just overlook the mountains and maybe find a stream or two. So headed to the Welcome Center. Thank you. Also, if you needed any or wanted any souvenirs, this one's really nice in here. Patches, if you're into collecting patches, walking sticks, and also stickers du jour. Where are you walking to, sir?
Nowhere.
I'm going to send this with you.
Okay.
So this where you're at here. You're going to go back down the hill to the stop sign, turn to your right.
Short and sweet, just like we like. And as always, they come through in a clutch. They gave us some tips on where we can go to an overview and gave us directions. So that's a better option than initially what we were thinking about, of just driving around and seeing what we can get into. So we have some guidance now.
Planter Patty over here. I just wanted to go, but you know.
And you would be going on the side of a mountain, sir, or somewhere you have no business going.
Hey, it's about exploring. It's about the journey and enjoying the journey.
I'm all for exploring, but this is not the type of area that you just go down a random road. It can end up in like a ditch or a gully.
Okay. Patty Planner over there.
What's so wrong with planning, people? Nothing.
Buckled up, secure.
Buckled up, secure. According to my map, sir, you exit the visitor center, you take a right, and we're headed to the Gatlinburg bypass. Gatlinburg bypass to the right. Perfect. So we are hopping out to get a picture of the sign. Have a little photo op moment. They allow a pull. They provide you with a nice little pull off site so you can safely pull out of traffic. So that's awesome. And they provide a space for you to take a picture of the sign. say you want to go on top of the mountain, but you forget what it takes to get there. On second thought, this might not have been a good idea. Oh, Jesus.
We made it.
Thoughts?
That was a heck of a climb.
It better be worth it. Let's go see if it's worth it.
All right.
All right, the moment of truth. Was the drive worth it? It's impressive. Windy.
I definitely feel the wind.
Wow. So this is what the climb is all about. I believe you're supposed to be able to see, what, 2 or 3 different states in the distance?
Yeah, that's what he stated, I thought.
Wow. So is that an example of what we just came up?
I'd say that's probably a safe bet. We're going to have to go back down. More importantly, the brakes are going to get a workout.
So trail, Reggie, you want to check that trail?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I got my steps in with the ladies today, so otherwise I would suggest it.
I don't have proper, appropriate footwear to go hiking.
Look at the little dandelions. Oh, I gotta go down low to get a picture of this. So the Appalachian Trail starts in Georgia all the way up to Maine. You can start it here, but this is going to be your journey. Good luck. Are y'all hiking the entire trail?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, when did you start?
April 1st.
Okay.
Yeah, we just had 200 miles today.
Well, congratulations.
All right, good luck.
As we head back, was it worth the climb?
Yeah, it's probably, let's say once in a lifetime, but a good experience to be able to see, nature at its best, at its finest. So, never have to wonder what's up here. Now we know.
Now we know.
It's been documented.
It's worth it. The views are beautiful, and especially this time of year and the greenery,
Right.
it's definitely worth it.
Yep.
Just bring the proper shoes, not like us as always.
Yeah, Birkenstocks are not meant for hiking.
Birkenstocks. So sitting outside the lodge, which is really cool, is that this is a 1963 Airstream Bambi that was a gift from Jimmy Buffett. And at one point in time, he used this as his recording studio. This is like their lower level recreation area, meeting area, where all of the activities are taking place.
Definitely a party vibe to hang out, and there are plenty of games, it looks like.
Little shuffleboard. Spin you around. They also have a really nice fireplace, and if
Poker
you
table.
get any poker,
Chest hold.
then you can watch TV. They call this the activity center.
Looks like they have a merch area too. If you're into buying Margaritaville for memorabilia.
And then we saw this last night. We missed it, but they actually have an art studio on Thursday nights where you can sit down and they have an instructor to guide you through painting. Duck pen, bowling alley area.
And they keep the music going around here,
Yeah,
so sorry
sorry.
for the back noise, but it looks pretty cool. I didn't even know this existed over here.
Yeah, and there's another coupon for this as well in the booklet at check-in. some additional areas to eat, and then they make it really engaging to sit and watch the game. Kind of like a little private area if you had a group of folks. Some cozy chairs.
Apparently you can also play, it's a game station, so you can play video games here. The gaming chairs. So that's pretty cool if you're into that.
Oh, so it's a gaming station, probably a little bit more than it is TV. Hence the gaming chairs.
Yeah.
Which direction do you want to go? Kiddos, young and old, they also have an arcade. And then this is the way outside to the lazy river, to those double doors. But before you get there, this is the billiards room.
This is nice.
So now this is the outside. And the lazy river in particular.
And as you guys can hear, there's no lack of music
Correct.
whatsoever around here. So definitely a party vibe.
And then they have some more cover areas for you to sit, some games. Here's a look at the fire pit area during the day. Unfortunately, last night we could not burn a fire because there's a fire ban in place because of the weather. So what are your first impressions that we have spent our first 24 hours here at Camp Margaritaville at Pigeon Forge, other than the music? So we apologize, guys. We're probably gonna have to go find somewhere else to do this because they pipe in a lot of music, and it's great for the vibe, but it's not so great for recording.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, when we arrived, the check-in process was pretty smooth. You pull in, there's you know, just a little gate agent, and you go in, get your stuff, get all checked in, and then you go to your site. So one thing I will say, and some of the other YouTubers that are here that we're meeting up with, they agree, like, the sites are a little tight. You have to really navigate to get in. All of them are back-end sites, so it takes a little bit of finesse to get it in there. But once you're in there, the sites are pretty decent. You know, they're probably about 20 feet wide, so you could in there. You know, they're deep enough, I guess, at this point. We're able to at least get our truck in, and as well as Trina May. So overall, pretty good.
We're just used to, like, lately we've been traveling to spots that had oversized pads in terms of width-wise, and so that was just a little bit of, not necessarily tricky, it just took you a little bit, a few more extra minutes, so to speak, to get in there. But overall, I would say I wouldn't say pleasantly surprised, but I appreciate how the vibe and the vision from Camp Margaritaville has come together.
Yeah.
Of course, we've gone to the ones at Lake Lanier, in which that's one of the places that we absolutely love, and so didn't really know 100% what to expect here. But I will say thus far, I really like it. So we had to switch it around, guys. It was just way too loud to talk to you in the lodge area and some of the common areas because the music was just out of control. Again, lovely for creating a vibe, but just not conducive to holding a conversation on camera. And as you can see, we're passing by the pool right now, and you can hear how loud the music is.
It's Party Central, 24/7.
Right, and I enjoy a good party, but I will say that could potentially be just another little small nit that it's great to pipe it in, but maybe they could just take it down a couple notches, because it was even hard for us just to sit in there and just to have a chat between the two of us without the music being piped in. So we're gonna start from the beginning.
Yeah, so
This is a good place to just show you like 1 and 2. These are very small. So these, I don't know if they really show you on the map. They're right by the bathhouse, but those are definitely not big rig friendly.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if you have a nice 20-footer or 15-foot travel trailer or something like that, essentially at this point, guys, you pulled in, you've checked in. So now this is the direction that we're gonna go. So we're gonna take a right.
At Arundak Way, these are sites 3 through 41, and we're just gonna do a quick little drive-by for you guys. And if we see anything that we really like, we'll point it out to you, but we'll just drive through.
So the music isn't that bad from Site 9. What you do, that's your view. That's your backyard view, is of the pool and the resort area. So just something to let you know. Number 9, you're backing up to that. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Just a heads up.
And I would say from a view standpoint, 11 and 12 give you some really good views. Let me hop out and show you. So this is site number 11 right here. And so again, you're still not as wide, but in terms of where the fire pit is placed and then the picnic table, if you're just looking out over the horizon, I mean, you really get some really pretty views of the mountains that are unobstructed. Of course, if you turn to the right and you look down, of course, there is a hill, and then you see that the pool area and you see the lodge area. But if you're just gazing out, this is really pretty. And then the street that you see right here, that is the street that you come in on. And we're coming up on a roundabout, and this is one of the common areas that they have some games and some picnic tables. That's really cute. And then this is the back side of the lodge.
So when we were down by the little fire pit, this is the back side of it.
All right, so now that we are in a much quieter place where you can hear us, I think we can continue on with the conversation. But like I was saying, I really didn't know what to expect coming here to Camp Margaritaville at Pigeon Forge. Of course, we love Lake Lanier Island location in Georgia. And so I will say overall, I'm pleasantly surprised. I would say the biggest thing that sticks out to me is the vibe of this place, in that the resort, the RV resort portion, is so close to the amenities and the lodge that you really do get that sense of that walkability. Everything is right there in a very good way, where, hey, if I need to go grab a bite to eat, or hey, let me go to the pool, even though we have a golf cart, it's not
required. Like the one in Lake Lanier is required. It's almost like a must-have. You have to have either a bike or an e-bike, or at least a golf cart or a pedal bike, whatever, to get around, to get access to the amenities that are offered there. Otherwise, you're just at the resort. Right?
Yeah, you feel like there's nothing to do outside of your campsite and the views, and you lose the sense of kind of community and hanging out with people outside of your campsite.
This I would say is done a little bit better for the fact that it seems like they kept it smaller. Not that they don't have a lack of sites, it's just more condensed into your point. It's walkable. You don't necessarily need a golf cart, and it just makes it easier to enjoy some of the amenities that are really here while you come here.
Yeah, and then at the lodge itself, I think that's really cool. That's something that we're going to consider coming back with some family and friends who don't RV, but who are always asking, like, hey, is there a hotel nearby? We really want to come and enjoy kind of that RV lifestyle, but they don't have an RV. This is a really good location to do that, because the lodge is steps from the RV resort site. And then I will say they did a really good job with the gaming area, that entertainment
Yeah.
space downstairs.
That
That's
was
impressive.
very cool to walk into. I mean, you got billiards, you got, video games. There's something for everyone to do, I think, here as well.
Even though we're at a RV resort site, you're still in Mother Nature.
Beware, people. Beware. Another kind of call out for you is sites around 43 and 45. This loop backs up to a common area, the bathhouse, and the playground. So perfect for those who have kids, but if you don't, just be mindful that these RV sites back up to their park area.
These are sites coming up on 51 to 98. And this is off a 6-string court.
My parents were actually in this section. There was an error in their reservation, but I'll say my mom was not happy and she did not like it, and they were able to switch sites. Her biggest complaint was exactly what you see there. Down trees, dead trees, and she just felt like she was not a part of the resort. Trailer parking is also back here, and she just felt like it was kind of like the backside of the resort, and that's just not what she envisioned. And so if you're in this section, just be mindful. You're kind of downhill from elevation from the resort, and they're all full hookups, concrete pads. You have everything that the other sections have, but it just depends on the vibe that you're going for. And in full disclosure, this was not the vibe my mom was looking for.
That'd be a negative.
Right. And this is also overflow parking area.
Yeah, and then you got sites over here, like this is 65.
Correct. So this is overflow parking, and then right across this way is where you like have 67, 69, 71. These are RV sites, or you have RV sites right here. It's just all the dead trees, and it seems like there's some progress that's taken place, or whatever that's taken place. It's a different vibe. It's much more organic, but you can see all along the hill line in this area, they're down trees. Not sure what they're doing with that. There is no view. This is a gully, so this is kind of like the backside.
74.
So this is an interesting site, Site 100.
Is that the only one?
So far, this is the only site that we have seen that has this size.
If you see this, it comes with a fire pit. So that is pretty cool and unique. And I don't think we've seen another site that has this. The rest of them have fire rings. So I'm not sure what's special about Site 100, but it is at least 3 times. Well, let me not be dramatic. This Site 100 is actually a double pad. It's double the size of what we have and where we're staying in our Site 155. So now this is a premium lot and a premium spot. As far as the views, check that out. You guys, you can actually get a beautiful mountain view over everything. This is a nice spot, Meek.
I want to say we had this spot, and I changed it because it wasn't near the group.
So we had it, but then
I want to say we did.
Okay, well, group participation is more important, so.
Yes.
All right,
I just
so.
didn't have a good bearing on why it was the way that it was. Maybe we should go ask. Let's go ask.
Yeah, that's a good question. We're
Let's
gonna go find out
investigate.
for you guys. Let's see what's special about 100. And 26 looks to be right next to the bathhouse. So just if that's something you're looking for to be close to bathhouses, those are some good sites to be at. So we got some intel for you guys. So site 100 and she said site
86, she believes, are considered super sites.
Yeah, so, and she said they,
The most expensive.
yes, and they're the largest, and they do have the fire rings, the fire pits there. But she said that they actually can go up to about $200 a night.
Yeah.
So, if you got the cash and you want to spend it, and you want a super site, which is double wide, that's awesome. But it comes at a premium. So, FYI, guys, there's only two. So,
Like most things in life,
you got to pay to play, baby.
premium costs. Trina May is all set to go with her spring colors and decor. This season I wanted to change things up, so I added a new rug. And so I like it. It's a little bit larger, and I don't know, it just makes everything feels just a little bit more homey and settled. And this time of year, just really just keeping greenery. And then table, I thought that lemons were a cute little spring touch. So have my charger, table setting set. You know how I like to do layers. So I have my base coat, and then I put another charger on top. And then I thought it was really cute, these little lemon napkin holders. And then just added some additional greenery. And then these are the pillows that I actually had last year that I love, that I picked up from Target. It's part of Tabitha Brown's collection from last year. And I just love the color because I feel like it's kind of a neutral. It just seems to go with everything. And then freshened up a wreath that I already had on here by adding some updated flowers and a little bit of pink. And then tablecloth, that's all something I've had. I just kind of repurposed, refreshed. This is also part of the Tabitha Brown collection that came out this year. And so her stuff goes really, really quickly. It's at Target. And so it's just so cute. But the thing that I love about it is that this is from last season. This is from this season. This is from last season. But it all works together. And her pillows had like the subtle lemon note to them, and so that's why I really went with the lemon theme. And then for the couch, I just refreshed my pillows. Nothing major there. And then of course, you know, I have been doing the wallpaper, so I did that. I think it looks really great. Again, my theory was it was going to be a neutral, and it turns out that it's not too much. I kind of have like that boho eclectic style, but I think it works. And then in the bedroom, I kept it simple as well. For the bedding, refreshed it a little bit, continuing on with that spring vibe, going with yellow. And so that's my bedding from there. And then I picked up some flowers for the base just to add a nice little touch. So you may be wondering, like, hey, I see a piece of the wallpaper. So yes, I'm planning to do the wallpaper in the bedroom, but because these walls are not square, things are taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. And so far, this is all that I have. But stay tuned. At some point, I will get all of that wallpaper up in the bedroom, but for now, that that one strip is really going to have to do. And other than that, nothing major. Bathroom, you see I threw some yellow touches in there. This artwork, you've seen it before. So I do a mixture of adding some refresh pieces and a retouch. But I will say before I move on is that what I really love about Margaritaville and Pigeon Forge is the views are fantastic. I think I would have had a different opinion had we had neighbors to our left. We only have neighbors to the right, but we have not had any neighbors to the left. And I think that has allowed us to really feel a sense of space. But in reality, there is not a lot of space between these RV sites. But we have lucked up. And so every morning, afternoon, even with the sun, the clouds, the rain, we've been able to see the mountain in the distance. And that has just been so fantastic.